Hi Foodsters! Today I come to you with an extremely healthy, protein-packed and fiber-packed food item for you, and that is granola. Granola is a breakfast cereal slash snack sort of thing. We'll see what it contains. So today I'm using 3/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. I'm using 4 cups of rolled oats, not instant oats, rolled oats, because instant oats are processed and have a lower fiber content. And then 3/4 cup of any nuts that you prefer. I'm using almonds today. And 1/3 cup of honey, bees honey. I might even need less than that, so it's fine. And then as the binding agent, we'll need olive oil. You can use any oil that you prefer. I'm taking 1/2 cup to around 1 cup of oil. It will obviously depend on the amount of dry ingredients. And finally 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence for an additional flavor punch. Typically granola contains dry fruit, but they have a skyrocketing amount of sugar, so I'm just going to leave that out and instead add tropical fresh fruits when I eat my granola. You can even add sunflower seeds or chia seeds. The choice is yours. So first we'll mix together our dry ingredients and then we'll add in the amount of liquid as we go. And you see me chopping the almonds. You can choose to leave your nuts whole or chop them up finely. And seeds contain high amounts of proteins, fiber and good fats such as monounsaturated fatty acids. That's why this is a pretty healthy recipe. And then oats also have a high fiber content, so it makes you feel full quickly even after eating a small amount of this granola. So like I mentioned before, I always use olive oil when making granola simply because it has all the good fat in it. You can use any oil according to your taste preferences, but just make sure that you also take health into consideration. And then I'm trying to use a minimal amount of honey as much as possible in order to reduce the sugar content. So gradually add your wet ingredients into your dry ingredients and incorporate them to a point where they will resemble wet sand. And then we can transfer this granola onto a baking sheet that is lined with parchment paper or baking paper, and we will toast this in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. At the 15-minute mark, you will see me taking it out and sort of tossing the ingredients around to spread it out and cook it evenly. If you want granola with a crunchier texture where you get chunks of granola, then after you spread it out onto the sheet, you should drizzle some honey over it so that the honey will bind the granola together and sort of form blocks. If you want like snack bar sort of granola, then you have to use a high amount of honey in order to combine them. So here you can see the fully ready granola, which is like wet sand, and it's toasted beautifully, evenly cooked throughout, and the room smells amazing right now. You know, the vanilla flavor and the toasted nut smell. It smells so good and tastes good equally. So you might ask me, why go through this trouble to make granola when you can just simply buy it from the store? But remember that I also used to use store-bought granola until I realized that it has a massive amount of sugars and also a considerable amount of trans fats in them, and that's why I sort of switched to making granola at home on my own. This is not even a troublesome process. If you can like make it once a week or something in bulk and keep it for the entire week, as long as you store it in an airtight container, you don't even need to keep it in the fridge. So here you can see me displaying the chunky version of the granola. How I got this was like I told you, I drizzled honey on top before adding it into the oven so that it will stick to each other and form large chunks like this. Attached a clip of me making yogurt parfait. You can see I have used typical like tropical fruits like bananas and pineapples and passion fruit, and I am actually using store-bought muesli in here. Muesli is like the untoasted version of granola, I should say. But this was a time where I didn't really realize that store-bought muesli had a high amount of sugars, and that's when I started making granola on my own. So yeah, I highly recommend you eat it either in this way. It tastes sort of like a fruit trifle kind of, you know, it tastes like a healthy fruit trifle. or you can even serve it with some milk and some bananas like shown here. So that's it for today, dear Foodsters. I really hope you like this recipe. Please try it out. We have to try our best to kind of go towards healthy living. So I hope you like this recipe. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bon appetit!